out everything that they want.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
For this running game. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would admit one obvious interesting point of this game is if SUNSPARKs takes the win with this running
Mm-hmm.
composition.
Yeah.
Because the LIYAB right now, I do believe that LIYAB, compared to their run on the Wildrift Asia Brawl, they're on a better shape, they're on a better form. I'd be expecting LIYAB to be as the, I would be expecting such Sparks to be as the underdog entering this match against LIYAB. And with this kind of composition, man, I mean, composition has always been composition when it comes to Wildrift, and it impacts a lot on your chances of winning. And without that, just on the first look here at this loading screen, I would put my money on Liab.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going for the same draft. But of course, a draft is part of a minigame, right? It's like a
Yes.
minigame after a game of execution in the Rift. So it's now going hands down to the execution of both of these teams right now as we head into the Rift. Is LIYAB Esports making mistakes this early into the matchup? It has the potential to go to the side of SUNSPARKs, considering they also have scaling champions with Kaisa, with Camille, and even the Graves at this point for their team. So I'm excited, Shinbu. It's gonna be game number 1 for bronze match.
Number 1 for the bronze match for the battle for third. Remember that again, the saga continues between the green teams of Next Play versus Omega. Actually observing the rotations here of the support. Moritz is out quickly in punishing 5722 and 572 being delivered below half health from the auto attacks there of Moritz, and making sure that he also has the blasting. He got the Scryer's Bloom onto the jungler, to the jungling of Fate. So there you have it.
And also Celestial Expansion enables that Aurelion Soul to just deal massive pokes against Orianna early to the matchup, but nevertheless, we're gonna have another fight with the first blood coming to the side of LIYAB Esports.
Chami going down. Without that, it's gonna be Pozu Jungle. The big mistake there is the decision to actually duel with Pozu Jungle. The thing here is that level 2 Olaf quickly has the Reckless Swing, and of course, Reckless Swing, to give you an idea how much damage does it deliver early on, 105 true damage, no reduction. Alright?
Yeah. I mean, how can you counteract that? You can't. Even building up the first armor for the side of SUNSPARKs with the Orianna, you just can't deal with it. So it's just massive advantage. And considering Orianna was already like half health in that fight, it's just too hard to battle it out.
The question is why, really?
Yeah.
Why really duel with Olaf? Olaf loves getting his duel down, and here we go. You can actually observe the rotations by Post Jungle. Both are prioritizing actually this Rift Scuttler, but the trade on the Rift Scuttler overall will happen 1-for-1 because Post Jungle already, even though getting the kill, even though they got the kill against Chami, Post Jungle here was already delayed by a little bit on the jungle rotation, still going on to his second buff. But by this time, you can actually see Fate already invading on that Grok. What do you call this? Stones? Krugs. Right.
So I think that's the thing, right? I think that has massive gold and XP when it comes to the jungle monsters. So I think that was a very, very good pickup coming in from Graves to go for the jungle invade and get those first. But nevertheless, right now, it's going to be Orianna into the mid lane, actually getting snared that easily with the 3-man roam. Yeah.
Kind of a little bit late on the flash, honestly, and I don't understand it. He wants to save up the flash within third distance, but the thing here is that you really don't want to get tagged by that. You really don't want to get tagged by the true damage of that Reckless Swing. Now, Pozu Jungle will be in the position you can actually see Fate keeping his distance in as he quick draws out. Now, we are officially on to the 3-minute mark of the game. The first attempt to get their ults down.
Oh, the Graves actually coming through. They're gonna have a fight. The Shockwave is gonna connect onto that Olaf. But the Ragnarok is not gonna be casted. That is still safe for the side of LIYAB Esports.
It would be nice to see that on slow motion. Actually, Pozo Jungle is very close to his death by the moment that he receives that collateral damage. But just in time, he actually sidestepped onto that sharp angle of the collateral damage midpoint. And there we go. No damage was dealt by the Graves. No execute damage was dealt by the Graves to finish off the Olaf. Now, we are for 20 seconds before we see the first Drake of the game, which is an Infernal Drake. So, the ults that are down would be of the collateral damage. Ragnarok should be available, Wild Growth, along with the Explosive Cast, Bullet Time, and Voice of Light. So, here we go. Two major ultimates are gone. No Shockwave as well for 5722.
Yeah. And currently, I'm expecting maybe the Olaf and Lulu to go for hardcore matchup against SUNSPARKs if ever they are gonna contest this dragon. And I think they should, right? This is an Infernal Drake. They should not give this that easily. But nevertheless, I think we're gonna have a contest here coming in for SUNSPARK as they hover here to the backside of the Dragon Spit. It's gonna be the 5v4 situation as Dragon comes through to the backside of this fight. Let's make it plain to the back. It's gonna be the knock up onto 2. It's gonna be the bullet time actually securing that dragon, and now it's gonna be
here.
SUNSPARK actually forcing to back out. It's Orianna, it's Kaisa getting fall down. It's Camille with a Hextech ultimatum, but I think you should not go through because there is a Gragas with a body slam, just puts you down with a CC, and you are down to the drain. It's gonna be 6-0 in favor of LIYAB Esports.
Said they cannot really take that fight. Look at the ultimate of the Orianna now on the green dot. That is the ultimate that cannot be used. That cannot be used during the Infernal Drake because again, that is gone. Also, a green dot on Graves' collateral damage. It's not available during that fight. They really cannot fight, honestly, in my opinion. Two ultimates down, big ticket ultimates available for the side of Team LIYAB. On top of that Infernal Drake, major kills were secured by LIYAB Esports. So, that's the thing. If now SUNSPARK should realize that they are not behind. Should the Herald fight breaks out, actually accounting for the ult that are available for the side of LIYAB, while it's starting to become available once again for this Herald fight, but had been a little bit delayed. Members here of SUNSPARKs would be able to capitalize and take this Herald, be an advantageous position. Again, guys, it's not just the lead first, especially in the early minutes of the game. It's about whose ult is up and also summoner spells available. And now, you're gonna be seeing members of LIYAB converging here near the Herald. 2 seconds on the clock. A split is also being done by the Gragas down at the bot.
And that will split up SUNSPARKs at this point. They're now going in for the 4-man roam with Camille going in for the bottom side of the map. So it's going to be very, very difficult right now with Oriel. So with a Celestial expansion, just puts down Orianna. Killer Instinct actually secures that Aurelion Soul. It's going to be the 1-for-1. Olaf actually comes through with the Ragnarok. Now, Janna and that Kaisa was not able to hold on much further with Graves just to follow through with a kill. Now it's going to be the 4 or 3 kills going to the side of LIYAB Esports. Massive. They were not able to trade off the objective. Now, Infernal Drake and Rift Heralds goes to the side of LIYAB Esports.
And it is what it is. It's not actually a situation wherein we're accounting for ultimates available. It's actually just pickups in the mid lane and also pickups just near around that Herald. Remember, there's also a pressure established already by Tokimo down at the bottom lane. So that's like a bonus or an established pressure or tension for against the side of SUNSPARKs. Hence, I think the decision to actually take the Herald became so awkward. It's not really coordinated or in sync on the same level as LIYAB has done in this game. 110 for this running game, and of course almost 10k for the gold lead that SUNSPARK that
Did we lose Kishin? Yeah, I think we lost Kishin right there. But nevertheless, it's gonna be... Yeah? You back? Alright, he's back. But yeah, LIYAB Esports taking a turret once more into the mid lane as they proceed into the lower side of the map. And Camille, you're not gonna be safe as 4-man is looking to kill you. Now it's gonna be the explosive cast actually connecting to that Camille, but not gonna be enough. But that is not what they were looking for. They were looking for a tier 2 turret into the dragon lane, which they secured, and now they're happy for. And to take note as well, the Rift Herald is still available to the side of LIYAB Esports.
Yeah, let me just get my monitor. Actually, it was my emulator that was hanging on my preview. That's why I cannot see the game a little bit earlier. I'm not so sure whether the compatibility. I think there's a running issue or compatibility issue. But so far, what is the running score, Infinity?
The kill standing right now is going to be 110. And the
Still
advantage...
110. Alright.
Though the advantage of LIYAB Esports right now has ballooned up to 11k gold lead. And the main reason for that is they took 2 turrets in the process while you were gone. They took the tier 3 into the mid lane. They took the tier 2 into the dragon lane as well. While actually still holding for that Rift Herald for the side of LIYAB Esports. But nevertheless, right now it's going to be Star Surge connecting to the top lane. Janna actually got it stunned up. It's going to be the Ragnarok being casted by that Olaf, jumping into the backlines, tower diving into this fight. It's going to be the kill. Now Rift Herald has been spawned onto the Baron lane as they secure another turret into the Baron lane. It's going to be the Graves going to the backlines as now he is the jungler, which is going to be very important. Now he is going to be slain up by that Aurelion Sol, and that is going to be the dominating fight coming in for LIYAB Esports, now taking it home for a 12k gold lead right now for their team.
Are they pushing an inhibitor?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, it goes without saying, you look into the draft, right?
Yeah.
And the biggest difference will happen during the first dragon fight wherein they have no 2 big ticket ultimates, they have no available collateral damage and shockwave, and it can easily be snowballed towards the Herald. Now, LIYAB is LIYAB going for the base, or they went for a reset?
Yeah, and I think the resets are gonna be very important for SUNSPARKs. I think they need to get those items like really just matched up against LIYAB Esports, hoping to at least make it even when it comes to items wherein LIYAB Esports are not going home. But you still cannot afford to go for that 12k gold lead right now for LIYAB Esports.
Wait, I'm about to reconnect into the game. But accounting for any comeback capacity here, it's very difficult. Honestly, just looking to the composition here of LIYAB, they can go for a dart. They can follow up anyone who's so ballsy and actually going in for an inhibitor turret and by using a Star Surge on Aurelion Sol. And I just got back into the game. And if you look at that, they just won a team fight down at that Baron lane side. They will be knocking on towards this inhibitor down at the mid. That timers might be enough to still defend this game. But LIYAB is eyeing on taking 2 inhibitors instead. They went in, forced the flash away from the Camille under the Hextech ultimatum, and I think that's it. There's a little bit of a turret protection already as this is relatively early for the game. But still, LIYAB, more than just dominating performance, fully capitalizing on the advantage rather of this composition. This is a drop differential, I can say.
Yeah, and even their strategy and even their rotations are actually on point. Right, they got the 4 kills against SUNSPARKs into the Baron lane, and you've stated already they won that team fight in addition to getting the Baron buff. So, what they do? They go to the mid lane exactly, go for the inhibitor turret. They went into the Baron lane after, they went for the inhibitor turret as well. They took 2 inhibitor turrets, and that is the time before they go for a reset wherein the enemy team champions are now resurrected. So that was a smart move coming in for the side of LIYAB Esports, utilizing Baron buff exactly, perfectly in this matchup.
Yeah, as it is intended, Infinity. And now we have an inhibitor turret on the only one remaining, honestly, for this game. Sets is dancing around, but he needs to be careful as Tokimo Ariado is just closing in. In a snap, someone can receive the explosive cast, and they're going to be collapsing towards the mid because they know that there is a very strong follow-up from that Star Surge. Look at the grounds covered by that one. Voice of Light and even Bullet Time will not connect, but should be enough to finish and zone them out. SUNSPARKs, that is, to destroy this inhibitor turret down at the bot. And yeah, the base itself, ladies and gentlemen, in this battle for third match, game number 1 goes to LIYAB Esports.
I mean,
totally. Yes.
Yeah. They just outdrafted. I think that